Namaskaram girls. So in the first lesson of the civics we saw the forms of government. There are many types of government. Yes, oligarchy, monarchy, like that we saw in the last lesson. This lesson, so related to this one. So how you choose your school people leader girls? Yeah, you will come in the line and you will write a name for the school people leader and ASPL, SPL, ASPL. You will put no girls like the same way. So this is we are conducting in a school level. If you want to conduct in the larger level for the country, what will you do? Yes, election. So election, political parties and pressure groups. In this lesson we are going to see about this one girls. So election is a formal decision making. So the people choosing their individual to hold the public office to vote. That is the election. So we will see the electoral system in India. So ours has been adopted by the system of United Kingdom. Our country is a socialist, democratic, republic and many other things in our country. India is the largest democracy in the world. So the constituent we followed from the 26th January 1950 in the constitution we have followed. So constitution, and I say article 324 to 329 in part 15 we can see about the elections. Okay, particularly when you come for article 324, how was the free and fair elections conducting? Who are all there? There are chief election commissioner and 2 election commissioner assisting to these chief election commissioner. So this you can see in the article 324. And the parliament, they have to take the preparations, they have to take a respect in all matters relating to the elections for preparing the rolls, electoral rolls, delimitation of the constituencies. Delimitation means according to the members they will select the constituency, particularly the region, those who are casting their vote. That is the delimitations. And other matters, if whatever they are necessary for the constitution, they have to do. These all you have to do by the parliament. Not only the parliament, according to the state legislature also, they also can prepare all these matters also. This is a good example we have followed from Kudavole system. I think you might have studied the Kudavole system in 5th standard, I think so. Correct? Yes. In a pot they will write the name, writing in the name in the palm leaf and they will put it in the pot. One child has to choose, and this was followed in the Cholas period. So this is a basic forever to conduct the election. So there is the election process. So national level, the head of the government is the Prime Minister, is elected by the members of Lok Sabha, which is a lower house of the parliament. National Voters Day we are celebrate on 25th January in our country. Women's Day like that, National Voters Day. So the representatives elections are extremely important. Voting is a process. Voting in election is very best way. Okay. Then introduction of nota. If the people of the country are not interested to cast their vote, they can choose the option 49O, none of the above. Nota means none of the above. So this it is representing in 49O. This was introduced in the year 1961, but it was not in the process. VVPAT, Voters Verified Paper Audit Trail. This, when this election has taken place, isn't it girls? Chief Minister has elected by the people, isn't it? How the people go and switch on that electoral machine. In that one they will cast their vote. Immediately when you are casting their vote, whether I have done a correct manner, what I have put, what I have cast the vote is correctly printed or not there. We can see in this a VV-Pat. Okay. Nota was introduced in 2014 in our country, which is 14th place. So 13 countries are following the Nota. Symbols were used for Nota is voting machines. You can see for NOTA. Okay. Types of election. There are two types of election: direct election and indirect election. When you come for direct election, the people are directly cast their vote for the candidates. This is a direct election. Those who have above the 18 years only, they only eligible for casting their vote. So Lok Sabha election, we are electing directly. State legislative assemblies also, the members we are choosing is elected by the direct method. Local bodies means municipality, panchayat, town, like that. For that also we are electing directly. So the people are choosing in the three: Lok Sabha, state legislative and local bodies. Merits, when you come for merits, as the voters elect their representative directly, this is we are following the democratic method, and it educates the people regarding the government activities and appropriate candidates. They are choosing the appropriate candidates. We have the power, and it makes the people and makes the rulers in the action. Okay, these are the merits. When you come for demerits, direct elections are very expensive. Illiterate may misguide. While campaigning also, according to the caste, religion, this might have taken place. Okay, this is a demerits. And some conducting direct election is a massive, excessive, free and fair elections at every polling stations. Polling stations means a particular place to cast their vote. There are instances some political candidates influencing the voters through payments in the form of cash, goods or services. So these are the demerits. The voters, that is the party, will give the money. These are the demerits. When you come election campaign results in violence, tension, law and order can be so when they are party enjoying the manners, that breaks the law also. These are the demerits of the direct election. When you come for indirect election, voters elect their representatives in turn of their representative only, not directly involved by the people. This is an example for this president election, we can say. Merits, when you take merits, indirect is less expensive and it is suited for the larger countries only, not for the small countries and all. When you come for demerits, if the number of voters is very small, there existing possibility of corruption, bribery, horse trading and other unfair activities. It is less democratic because people do not have direct opportunity to elect their representatives. But indirectly, instead of that, through the representative only they are doing. So this will reflect the true will of the people. So when you come for the political party is the essential part of the democracy. It is a link between the government and the people. Party. So for the election, the party is very important. Can you clear? The meaning for a political party is an organization formed by a group of people with certain ideology and agenda to contest elections and hold power in the government. A political party has three components: leader, active members and the followers. Okay. Components means parts of the party. So president is elected in the indirect manner, isn't it? And when you come for types of political party, there are single party, bi-party, multi-party system. Single party, the one party only will rule the country. For that example, USSR, China. Bi-party, two-party system existed in the country. Example, USA, UK. Multi-party, there are more than two political parties. India, Sri Lanka, France, Italy. These are the types of party system. Okay. So when you come for the political parties, types of political parties, there are divided into two, national parties and the state parties. Okay. In that national and state party, there will be the ruling party will be there, opposition party will be there. Opposition means if one is ruling, the other party as a opposition. National party, that is a party which recognized of a state, at least 4 states recognition should be there for the national party. So the election commissioner will do that one. So it offers special facilities to the state and the national parties. These parties given a unique symbol. Symbol has to be given by the election commission. Okay. So this is a national party. When you come for the state parties, 7 national parties, most of them major parties of the country are classified by the election commissioner as state parties. These are commonly referred as the regional parties also. A party is recognized by the Election Commission of India based on the percentage of the voters according to the seat of the Lok Sabha election. When you come for recognition to the parties, at least 6% of votes of 4 states and the members of the Lok Sabha. So how we can identify the parties? That only. So in the election of Lok Sabha, at least 2% of members from 3 states elected to Lok Sabha. So that can be recognition of a state party, at least 4 states. What are the function of the political parties? They have to contest elections. They mean to put the candidates in the political party. These policies and programs before the electorate. Parties play a decisive role in making laws for a country. In the legislature, everything. The party will form and run the government, correct? Now DMK is ruling the state. Those parties, when they lose in the elections, they play as an opposition party. Now ADMK is an opposition party. So parties share public opinion, they raise and highlights issues of the importance, link between the people and the government. I told opposition party what is their role. So they have to keenly watch the ruling party, whether they are doing correctly or not. The leader of the opposition party occupied a prominent place. Prominent place is an important place in the government. He enjoys the rank of a cabinet minister. If any wrong policies are there, he can ask questions. And the public money, how to use and all, they can watch. So, very, very important role of the opposition party. Okay. When you come for pressure groups, this was originated in the USA. They were actively promoting and defending their common interest. It is also called as interest groups or vested groups. They are different from the political parties. So it's not equal with the political parties. It is different from the political parties. Pressure groups in India, as we are the large number of pressure groups in India, but they are not developed when you compare to the USA. We are not developed. So the pressure groups of India classified into business group, trade unions, agrarian groups, professional association, student organization, religious organization, tribal organization, linguistic groups, ideology based groups, environmental protection groups. These are the pressure groups in India. So what is the function of pressure groups in India? They have to work to secure a certain interest for the public people. They are non-aligned with the political party. So they are not connected with the political party. So, but it can show the indirect powerful. They can carry out a large number of functions, including representative, political participation, education, policy formulation, etc. etc. So we have the pressure groups in India: Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, All India Trade Union Congress, All India Kishan Sabha, India Medical Association IMA, All India Students Federation. Like that we have the in India. So political participation, how they are participating in the politics. These pressure groups, how they are involving. So they are mobilizing the popular support through active petitions, marches, demonstrations. Petitions means they are going and giving to the government servants as they require. Marches, Urvalam. Demonstrations, something like doing the dramas like that. Now we might have seen in the corona period, the policemen were acting and doing for the awareness of the corona, isn't it, girls? Like that too. So education, what is the participation in education? They had to carry the research, commentary on the government policy, academic side, scientists, celebrations, everything will come and take and participate in the education. When they are coming for the policy formulations, they are not the policy makers, but they can give the suggestions to make the policy. Many pressure groups are vital sources of information and rendering their services to the government or advice to the government while forming the policies. Mobilization and people's participations. Mobilization people towards socially productions, activities that lead to the overall betterment of the people. Whatever they needed, they have to do. So during the time of calamities like earthquake, tsunami, flood and other such natural disasters, the massive scale occur means the people have to mobilize, have to participate and to rectify. Democratic participation, democratic can succeed only when smaller social groups, every citizen have to take part, give the support, like paying the tax, revenue collection systems, observation of national norms in the environmental protection, cleanliness, health, hygienic sanitary drives, immunization programs like pulses like polio. So like that we have to participate in the democratic country. Yes, girls. Thank you, girls.